Okay. That light's quite bright. Let's change up the volume a bit. Alright. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another live stream. Now, we've been doing quite a lot of work on random craft as of late. The last couple of videos have all been either random craft, live streams and stuff like that. So, I figured today we'll do a little bit of creative stuff. I have some other projects in the works. Some of you might remember some of the things that we worked on a while back. That project is still I'm still working on it. I'm still working on it, but it, like with things like Hightail, it has taken on a slightly bigger life in the background. So that's good, right? But yeah, so it might take a little bit longer for that series to come out. And in the meantime, there's some other things that I'm working on in conjunction with that is going to be very, very cool. And I think you guys are going to like it. But I have some work that I need to do on that. And you guys are coming along for that ride. But I'm not going to explain why I'm working on it. I'll explain what it is I'm working on, but I won't explain why I'm working on it. So, before we get into it, I have to just quickly switch over my screen to this so I can show you guys. I want to try and build something like that, but I want it to be much bigger. That is like a one-person drop pod right there, right? But I want to build one that can seat like 15 people, maybe, right? So that's what we're going to be working on today. Let me just move that over and close that up and everything. And Toxic Trickster, hi. Sorry for not answering you before. Let's get into it. Yes, okay, that opens up nicely. Let's get into this. So we're going to go on to my little private server here. And as you can see there in the chat, this world has changed a little. We now have it's running on paper now, and we have things like fast async world edit and all of that sort of stuff to do the things, right? I just want to check something. Okay, that is 3D. I was working on like replacing all of the like my resource packs and all of that sort of stuff, and mods and things. The only mod that isn't updated enough yet for me to have it on the 1.19.3 is continuity for like connected textures. But I'm sure they'll work on that. I know they're on like beta 2 for the new version or something like that. I don't know. It'll get there. It'll get there. Still the problem with not being able to see water through glass. I don't know which mod it is, or if that's a vanilla, like, fancy setting problem, or whatever it is. Also, I should probably make my chat a little bit bigger. So how are you guys doing today? Y'all good? Y'all good? That's big enough. Okay, so let's find a spot. Let's see, we're gonna go over to actual builds. We're gonna go into this section over here, and we're gonna get started on a drop pod. Now, the first thing that I would like to do, yes, this all saved properly, is I want to just quickly replace this with gray stained glass. What? Editing on unsupported, what? The world edit version does not support, not fully support your version of Barcade block entities. I can't use world edit? What did that say? Block entities will be empty, block properties. Editing on supported versions is disabled. Unsupported versions is disabled. Okay, well that's something I should bring up with PyTech then, is that world edit is not working on this. That's okay, we're not really going to need world edit all that much for what it is that we want to do, but I did want to just make this plot properly bigger. So yeah, there we just found a problem. Now we need to bug fix that one after the stream, I guess. The first thing I need to try and figure out is how to make is it a hexagon? The 6-sided one? The hexagon, right? Because you can't just do, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3. Let me just have a look at that picture again. Okay, so that is more of a, I forget what you call it. Right? It's more like this, like this. Okay, but that's not quite right. Hi BMA, how are you doing? Let's try and make this a little bit bigger. I mean that's 5, but it shouldn't be a 5, 5, 5. But what we could do is do like that, and then do. Also, don't need it to be exactly what that picture is. You need it to be what I need it to be. I guess something like this would work. It's about the right shape. And about the right size too, now that I look at it. I didn't nail that right at the start. Let me open up the actual reference picture next to me so I can see what I'm doing. Why is it not coming up? Okay. People better not start texting me en masse again today like they did yesterday. That was bloody annoying. Okay, so yeah, this thing has 6 sides, and the one that I'm building now has 8 sides. But that's just what we're gonna go with. I think that's gonna still look pretty good. I mean, we could go for the 6-sided version. Just wondering what would be the... How do you make a hexagon? In Minecraft. Is it a hexagon? I forget what the frickin' name. The beehive-y shaped one. Yes, a hexagon, because this is an octagon, right? Okay. Maybe we don't want an octagon. Also, this looks way too big. Again. Let's see. We're gonna get the shape. We're gonna get the shape. Guess you can't just do hexagon like that. You have to do this. No, I don't like that either. Maybe we just go with the octagon. Feels like it'd be a easier shape to do, right? I mean, there's more about the function than anything else about what I'm trying to build here. So that is completely skewed. Wow. That is just completely wrong. Okay. This side's fine. This side to go there. There we go. Okay, we're just gonna go with this shape. Alright, so that's gonna be the bottom of this thing. And I am now a little bit... Maybe I am gonna need world edit to make this go a little bit faster. Wonder why this isn't working. Like, it's showing up like that. If I do, like, stack now, stack 10, up. Yeah, editing on unsupported versions is disabled. I don't... Did he install the wrong version of this thing? You are 8 builds out of date. Okay. Well, maybe that's the problem then. Yeah. Okay. You know what? We're gonna head over to my other instance for a second, because I definitely want to be able to use some world edit for this. Open up Minecraft. So, BMA, how are you feeling? You better? Said you're feeling better now after the strap? I guess we could go on to Akapara. That's probably... Well, no, I'm not going to go on there. Yeah, I'm feeling better now. Cool, man. Alright. You planning out like a late birthday party for yourself to make up for the one you were too sick to do? Let's just go into like a single player. Oh no, my volume is out of sync. No, don't say this. Oh, my sounds are out of sync. And the only way to fix that is to close OBS, and I don't know if that's gonna mess up the live stream. Alright, well, I'm just gonna have to deal with this being out of sync for a bit. I don't know why that happened. Can I just wait? Can I just turn off my game audio and turn it back on again? It's definitely not that. Man. Stop it. Nope. Well, this is gonna be massively annoying now. I'm gonna have to probably turn off the stream to try and fix that. It's going to do my head in. I'm gonna lose my mind like this. I don't know why, but every time I open and close Minecraft, my audio goes out of sync, and I have not figured out how to fix it. I just can't seem to find the solution to it. I'm just gonna have to try and ignore the sounds. The block sounds and everything. Alright, so if we make this into just a cylinder for now, right, and stack this up, yeah, like 10 for now at least. Maybe even more than that. We'll go 20. Okay. And we're gonna take out the bottom. That's where the feet are gonna go into. Then we can start from there, right? Okay. Then, where's my reference picture again? Whoa, can't access my taskbar. What's going on? Things are just messed up all over the place. There we go. Okay. Now this thing needs like a little bit of an incline, whatnot. Still out of sync a little. Anyway. Now this is... Oh, now the chat's... Oh, it's one of those days. Bye. Okay. And now open the reference picture again. I need a third screen. That's what I need, is a freaking third screen. This is getting ridiculous. Okay. This over here so I don't have to cock my neck so much. Okay. For anyone wondering, I'm trying to build something like that, like a drop pod, but like a much bigger 15-seater version of it, not just a single-person one. But I like that picture, I like the shape of it and everything. So that's kind of what we're gonna try and go for. Alright, so yeah, like I said, we'll probably start by taking, select the bottom, 5. Should have left the pillars in here. Good way to save. So if we just take out all of these. Right. But now, like I said, this thing has like a bit of a got like a this kind of shape, right? So I need to think about how I could potentially mimic just a little bit of that. The top of this thing, I think I'm just gonna slab inward, probably. Oh, that's gonna drive me insane. I can't even place the blocks properly because I can hear how out of sync my audio is now. How do I fix that? What? Why is this a thing that keeps frickin' happening all the time? I don't get it. Not gonna be able to fix it. No idea how. You get used to, like, I don't always rely on my eyes for when a block gets placed. Sometimes it's about hearing it, and if the hearing and the seeing is out of sync, then what's my head in? Yeah, we're probably gonna do something like this for the top. Picture's gone again. Or do I do stairs? Do I do stairs and then flatten it off? Probably should do stairs. Problem with stairs is those corners, the sidey windy bits. Do I just go full block? Maybe I should just go full block. I'm gonna have to see if I can reset my audio, guys. I can't play like this. Like I can't concentrate. I can't talk to you guys if this is way too distracting. Hi, Clayton Hager. Hello, I am Brazilian. Welcome to the stream. I'm hoping that what I'm about to do doesn't stop the stream. If it does, then I'll just have to restart the stream. So give me just a second, hopefully just a second, see if I can reset this. And if not, then just join the next stream, I guess. No, it will shut down the stream. So I can't do that. I can't do that. If I know that's what's gonna happen, I'm not gonna do it. Just gonna have to fight through it. Maybe I'll turn block sounds off. Just don't understand why it keeps doing this. Why? No! Open volume mixer. Nope, that's not gonna reset it either. Well, we're just gonna have to deal with it. One second. There's one other thing I can maybe try and do. You're building a cyberpunk city. Very cool. I hope the videos are helping and giving you loads of inspiration. Let me just see about has to be another way to fix it. No, that doesn't do it either. So annoying. Audio output capture. Fix this thing. Right? And turn off that one. Nope, nope, it's just completely out of sync. Completely out of sync. Audio. No, can't fix anything in there. Go away, Discord. Should be on streamer mode. Why are you not on streamer mode? Everything's gone to shit. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to stop the stream now. I'll be right back with a new stream. Okay? I can't do this. I can't do this. It's doing my head in. Hey, I didn't kill the stream. I think. It looks like everything's working. Okay, let's see if that actually fixed the Minecraft. If I knew that, I knew it was gonna be that easy. I wouldn't have been. Yes, I wouldn't be complaining so much. I would just fix it. Okay, so the recording software, the streaming software stops, but it doesn't necessarily stop the stream. I mean, the wording on the bloody warnings are not great. Okay, sweet. We're back in it, guys. We're back in it. I am sorry for my little conniption, but that audio was not going to do it for me. Okay, if we do, that's about the right shape. Now I can open up this picture again. Now we can start getting actually with it, right? So for anyone wondering, that is what we're trying to build a much bigger version of, and we'll see how that goes, right? Let me. Oh, now I can actually get my taskbar up this side again. Fantastic! Everything's working again. Amazing. Okay. Now, starting to think, is this thing big enough? I don't know. We'd also wanted to kinda do a similar thing at the bottom. Maybe not as much of a dip inward. So yeah, I can't exactly tell you guys what this thing is for that I'm building it, but you can at least come along for the journey of me trying to design this. It's an interesting shape. I don't know how well I'm gonna do with trying to replicate it. I know right now it all looks pretty flat. Just because of like, you know, it all being one color block. That right. Yeah, we're gonna need bars and things over the top. We're gonna need some like windows sort of stuff over here. Let's get some glass going here. Glass. Black stained glass. Put some glass in like that. Maybe do one in the corner here, one there. Okay, something like that. I am wondering though if we should No, we can't go for stairs because the whole problem with the corners here. Like, we're trying to go for something like this, then be able to do the diagonal so well. So we're gonna have to stick with something like this, and I think we can definitely do slab top. We'll have some antennae and stuff popping out of that. Also, probably want to go for something like one of those. Maybe do the thing like white, and then have like gray trim with some orange detail. Bit of a Subnautica vibe sort of thing going. That might be interesting, right? Okay. One thing that's going to make this look a lot better is when we do those things that come out of the sides. The dark gray stuff that comes out of the sides. Those things are going to be going to add a lot of interest to the shape of this whole thing. Going to break it up as well. Anything that looks weird now is going to be completely covered up by that, I believe. Anything about the shape that we don't necessarily like right now. One thing I do feel like I want to do though, not working with a big enough shape to be able to do that, like having this down to maybe there, recessed in one, then this all recessed in one again, then we end up with way too small of an interior again, right? Don't think that's gonna actually cut it. I think we're gonna have to try and play around with just giving it depth through decorations on the outside, I guess. So like we could do something like this near the middle. That see here. Yeah, we could do like a strip like that, or I don't know. It's an idea. Maybe not the greatest idea. We'll see. Okay. One thing that I do want is the one that I showed you guys. Like the whole one side of it is a door that just flaps down. But obviously this one, it would be pointless to have a door that size. What I think we'd rather want is, first of all, a little bit of, say this is the front, right? So we'll have the, actually what I would want is for this to be open already. Okay? So we would have one, that will be that one. 2, 3, and 4. That would leave enough space for the feet, would it? 5. Okay. So okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably have that be stairs because this is okay. So it's like the stairs were on the inside of the wall. It flaps down, and it would then connect back up to that. I think, more or less. I have to do a little bit of more calculations there again. Okay. That's kind of the idea with the door. But then again, there's also... I would have liked a window in that. I was going to put the window here. Then you have the stairs. Right? How do we get around that? Get around. Do that. Have it where there's a window there. Oh. Could work. Could maybe work. Not too sure. What you would want. This is definite. Pythagoras that's bothering me. So that means that this one I probably want to be like a basalt thing, so it looks like a rotate a little bit. Okay. That would mean that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fit there. Yeah, that might fit. That might fit. Not entirely sure. But, I mean, it feels just about right. Just about. Not entirely sold on. The other option would be to have it slab down. But then we definitely wouldn't be leaving enough. Hi, Chuck. Then we definitely wouldn't be leaving enough for the feet, the foots. Right. So what we would want with the foots. Let's see. We'd want to do them at a diagonal, but that's gonna be painful. So painful to do them at a diagonal. Let's see if we can. Ideally, would be nice. So if I get some hoppers, do the hoppers there. The start of the feet. So Chuck, if you're wondering, we're trying to make a much bigger version of that. Right? That's kind of what I'm trying to go for. So if you have any suggestions, please do let me know, because I'm actually having trouble with this. Quite a bit of trouble with this. I think the next thing we would want is... What are we going to do? Have it something here. So we put a lever. And technically, if I do, nope, that doesn't work. I love your buildings. Thanks. Thank you. Will now work. This should work. Weird. I mean, we could. Ooh, might actually look nice if we do something like this. Have these guys here. Then what do we do for the center? Not quite what I want. I can't do. But could Do that, and we get what we have access to walls. You just go with the old andesite. Then some iron bars. Paper that off, like a support for the feet. But now I kind of need the feet to go to buckle like that. It's like that. They need to do that, right? How do I get them to? That's the other problem. Let's quickly just try and get some stairs in here that could potentially do like stairs did that and came out. That doesn't do enough. It's getting there. But yeah, we need this to be there. And there. There. That actually working. 114 is 3-year-old. Yeah. Is it? No. Is it? Yeah. Is it? I started playing in 114. That was the first version of Minecraft I started playing, I think. If I'm not mistaken. Okay, now I think we're getting somewhere, right? If we had the feet like this, now we would want it to actually connect up. That's probably the thing that we need to do most. Probably where these sorts of things start in. But, let's see. Do something like that. Maybe place out that. Is it starting to look like a foot? Starting to look somewhat like a foot. Get some iron trapdoors in here. Cover that up at least. These ones go. I think what I prefer at that point is some of this. Have it be a back foot. Right? Something like that. I don't know. It doesn't. Just doesn't feel right. I mean, it's not even close. It's a little bit close to right. I don't even. That's horrible. This is a horrible shape to work with. I essentially need this thing to do this inward, then maybe almost immediately come outward. go right there. Not exactly. Not exactly that either. You know what? One of the problems here is there's not enough space for me to actually bend this thing properly. I need to move this whole thing upward. That's what I need. Right? I think so. We're gonna make any progress here today. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like such an idiot, like wasting time. Definitely one of those days. No, I want to just move it. 5 up. Give ourselves space to work with. Probably won't need all of that space. Probably needed to move it like a block or two. But let's at least give it a try, shall we? So I think what we're looking for is something like that. Yes, that's more or less the shape that we're looking for, right? And then the last layer could be the foot layer. Something like that. That looks already a lot better. Don't be so hard on yourself. Trial and error are an unavoidable part of creative process. I get that, and I mean I do that a lot, right? But there's some streams where things just click, and I know exactly what I need to do to make the thing work. And then there are others like this where like we've made zero progress, and maybe before you didn't actually see, but thank you anyway, Toko. Maybe you didn't see before, but like I had audio desyncing problems, but the fast async world edit on the other server wasn't working. Like, it's been a bit of a crappy start to the stream. Like the first 45 minutes, and this is what we got. Like nothing, because other issues as well. So it's not that I'm necessarily being hard on myself. Sometimes it just suck. It happened. I know. But still, it sucks. You know what? We're gonna just go with doing the feet underneath here, because I can't be bothered trying to figure out the diagonals on that thing. It is going to drive me insane. That means that this door is going to just end up being monstrously big. I don't think there's a way to avoid this being just one of those that just opens up all of the way. Unless... Ooh. Actually, I think I just figured that part out as well. We're gonna have that be a thing that... Leave that closed. Then we're gonna have it there. I don't know, I'm gonna have to figure that out as well. Now I've gone messed myself up even more. Now I have no idea what I'm doing. Ah, this is annoying. Let me think. So first, I want... These need to come from the inside of this. They need to go there, I think. And then bring them down a bit like that. And over like that. Nope, that looks horrible as well. God, why are these things so difficult to figure out? Let's go back to the stair idea for a second. Now that I don't do it on the, I'm not doing it on the diagonal. God, I can't even speak. See. Do that. Okay. Maybe we get somewhere here. Put in a bearing there. Ooh. Are we actually getting somewhere? This? Maybe we should do this. Back there. Yes. Okay. But this thing's gonna be heavily off the ground, right? Yes, that makes sense. Okay. Iron bars. Some iron bars right there. And then some iron trapdoors that I just had in my hand. For some reason I decided a good idea to put it away. That. Get some connective tissue going on this thing. Herobrine is watching me. Where? Where is he? Come and fight me, bro. Not even. Then, you know what? We're gonna leave this out. And actually do... I want to get the hoppers and some of the technical stuff in here. I do want to have this look decent. Do the hoppers like that, and do these Derby boys. Derby boys in that. Be like the footsies. Right. That. Getting there. It's almost, but not quite. Almost, but not quite. Do that. Have a look at it again. See if you guys can spot what it is I'm trying to do and how I should actually go about doing it. I really wish I could see this a little bit bigger. Go. Yeah, this like it needs so much more. It needs a lot more to be what it needs to be. But we're getting there, right? We actually are. Let's give this thing another gap space here, because I just realized there's that like shock absorber down the middle that I wouldn't mind having in there as well. Make this nice and piano. Nice and piano. As long as there's enough space in the middle here to have like some thruster engines underneath, because that's something a drop pod definitely needs. Okay. That! Thank you. Okay, we're getting there. The principal building of my Cyberpunk city are the biggest buildings of... are not the biggest building of the city. Okay. Yeah, sometimes the largest building in the city is not the most important. It happens quite frequently. If we do that, then we're gonna need the shock absorber. Maybe we could do something with like walls and that. Grab this. do something obvious. Like shock absorber. Kinda there, kinda. What am I building? I'm building a drop ship. Unfortunately, can't really tell you guys what for. Secret. But it's a secret you're gonna enjoy, hopefully. But yeah, I'm trying to build this dropship, but like instead of a 1-seater, build like a 15-seater. That's kind of the idea. So right now I'm just struggling on the feet. You know how artists struggle with like drawing hands and feet? I'm struggling with the feet on this thing. I feel defeated. Right? Haha, fun. Okay. It's definitely gonna need like the actual fat foot part of it. And be something like that, actually. Maybe here we that. And that could work, and then we do the deep slate stairs, do those ones. Defeated law, exactly. Feel a little defeated from this. That's maybe a little bit too big. We can knock it back a little bit. Do just that. That looks like a solid foot, right? The way I handle hands is I always force myself not to hide the hands. I'm not an artist, so I don't know how to deal with it. So every pic I draw, I try to train hands. That's a solid strategy. Definitely a good way of thinking about things. But I'm not an artist, and I don't regularly have opportunities to do feet. But that's coming along. That's kind of starting to look like it like something that could work, right? I don't know if it has enough. Minecraft builds should be art too. I mean, a lot of people do art in Minecraft. I wouldn't say that necessarily all builds are art. A lot of stuff that I do, I wouldn't consider it to be art. But like, I know if you look at some of the bakery builders like Snarple and Juniper, and Ara and Vahan, and there's a lot of them that do art, like actual artistic, expressive things. Mine's technical builds, right? It is already though. I mean, yeah, like I say, some builds, but I wouldn't consider any of the ones that I do necessarily art. Right, let's see, what's the... I mean, that kind of looks alright. I mean, this also doesn't need to be... This could also be flat. Or do like that. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. It kind of looked a little too chicken footy, right? Bring these ones out. That. Yeah, that's starting to look a little bit better. I think these things need to feel like they can rotate inwards. That's probably good. Gives that the foot that like the ankle bearing. I don't know about this little shock absorber thing that I did. I don't think that is working as intended. I think what it is probably just the fact that this is supposed to just be that one in the middle. Maybe that's what it is. Well, all this footing thingy you are doing right now is pretty much a mech part, and you struggling right now will make you better at mech builds. Yeah, no, that's true. I mean, that's 100% true. It's not like I'm not learning anything. Sometimes the frustration just gets to me. I've had a very long week, and like yesterday's stream was mega annoying and stressful. But for me, for you guys, for the people watching, it was probably funny because we were doing end busting and whatnot. Right? I'm going to the bathroom. I'll be back. Cool. And so, you know, I haven't actually had time to relax this week. And then today I was like, oh, let's just do some chill creative building. And then the sound problems and the what was the things just haven't been working. And when I finally did get around to building, I was already like pissed off and just not in the greatest mood, and trying my best to like salvage the situation and be in a better mood. It's getting better now. It is getting better now, and it does help the little bit of cheerleading and whatnot that you guys are doing is helping. So thank you very much. Sometimes I just need that as well, you know. Content creators are people too, right? If we bring that out so it feels a little bit more supported. I mean, maybe. No, you know what? That could be that again. Otherwise, it feels too much. Just the wrong shape. That looks better. In fact, we could bring that down to support that as well. Okay. We were getting somewhere, right? We are getting somewhere. The other question is, why don't I just do... Not too happy with that. That going to look nice. Going real nice. Do that. Maybe. Yeah, because otherwise I'm gonna end up with a clock. Don't want a clock. Okay. Or we could do that. Do it like that. Aha! Aha! That shape's looking a lot better already. Hi back! I'm Derp. Let's strut that in there. Okay. I'm thinking that looks pretty decent for a foot, right? So not I mean, it could do with some more work. Maybe at some point we'll get a little bit closer to it. But it's at least looking better than it did before, right? It still needs... let me take that away again. It still needs the things at the back, so it needs like a counter... Not a counterweight. What is that? Oh, that's where this thing goes through. Okay. That still kind of needs to go all the way to there. And then we can maybe do... You know what? This is probably a good opportunity to show you guys a little something. For anyone who is wondering... oh, that's the wrong thing. We need that. We need an anvil. And we need... obsidian. Show you guys a little trick. I've been wanting to make a video about this, but honestly, trying to find who to credit within the tech community for this one is just daunting. And I was like, nah, not gonna bother. I don't make the Duolingo lesson today. The Duolingo bird's gonna come for you. You're worried here. You're sitting here worrying about Herobrine. You should be worried about Duo. That bird does not. Alright, so you got this little setup here, for anyone who doesn't know. You got the piston powered, it has to be a sticky piston, right? And then the sticky blocks blocked by something that's immovable. And if you break that, you see that thing? It's floating. Look at that. Amazing. And that's a nice little counterweight. That's kind of what I would have wanted to go for. That's cool. That's cool. This, by the way, works with carpets. It works with gravity blocks. I think it works with doors. Let me give it a try. There's only one way to. Let's do some science for a second. So you should be able to put a door, like maybe. Oh no, you need that for the. Oh, it's a different technique. I remember now. Yeah, the piston needs to be facing up for you to do that one, and I can't remember what the configuration is. But I should probably just show you guys anyway. What am I doing? Yeah, no, that's right. This little bit of that, and let's say sand, right? Just take that away. Boom, sand floaty. Now, if you update it, it will fall, right? So there's that. little bit of something for you. So we have this thing floating. That's working. So that's a bit of a counterweight. Kind of looks like the. Now, yeah, that thing still kind of needs to go all the way in there. Okay. There is going to be a floor. Oh, you know what? Oh, what? Maybe we should do that because there's going to be a floor here. Right? Floor. So it's going to be. How are we going to do the floor? Probably do just smooth stone. Muftan. Yeah, this is going to be the underside of the floor. And then there's going to be the upper side of the floor. Hey, Tez, what's up? Huh? Oh, wait, no, let's do that. Now we're gonna be able to copy flip this thing a little bit. Just line myself up nicely here. Stand on that. Okay. So this will be able to fold. Oh, this is way too big. Thruster's gonna be like the tiny little thing here in the middle. Unless. Oh no! No! I'm a bloody idiot. Thrusters are gonna be on the sides. The thrusters are gonna be on the sides here. I'm trying to build that, but like a bigger version of it, right? Like a drop pod. Colony drop pod. So instead of one, looking for like 15-seater colony drop pod sort of thing. Can't say what for, but yeah, that's what we're doing. Okay, so the thrusters are on the sides. That's what that was bugging me the whole time. Okay, so that means that we can go back to copying this thing. So from there, all the way up to there, we're going to copy this that way. so. Break. Break. Go. Copy. From dead center here. Rotate 90. Paste. I'll fix you in a second. And then rotate 90, paste, and rotate 90, paste. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. 1 second. 1 second. Undo. I always forget. Always forget. Right there. Right. So copy. Okay, we need to rotate this twice now. And then paste minus A. Nice. And then rotate, paste, and rotate, paste. Should be fine now. Oh, now it's all 1 too high. What did I do? Oh. Oh, it's because I was on a block. First time I was on a slab. Idiot. 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 Ah. Undo. Undo. Just need to stand on this block. That's all I need to do. Rotate. Rotate. Paste. Rotate. Paste. Okay. Yeah, now all the feet are touching. Don't know if I like that. Because if they start folding in, then they're in each other's way, so that doesn't make sense. Which means that they all need to move out by one. Green. What's the building bottom, the building top? Yeah, because it's just a shape placeholder. How big is your testing world? Like, is it 300 by 300 blocks or something? I don't know. This one's just. I mean, the whole world is this. I guess it's. I don't know how big this area is. I mean, you could download it yourself, find out. It's all there on the Ko-fi. But it's just it's from the end of that ship all the way into that corner. Right? That's pretty much it. Okay, I just hopped in for a few minutes. Love your stuff. You do. Bye. Alright, Toko. Bye. Thanks for the pep talk. We're gonna need to move this outward a little bit, I think. So let's actually undo everything again. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. You know what's going on here. So definitely gonna want to move this out to there. We can let go of that. Because I don't want them to touch. If they touch, then it means they won't be able to actually fold. Which makes no sense. Right? Move it forward by 1. And we just need to power these blocks under the floor. That. I mean, we could even do that as a detail on the outside. That's going to look even better. Well, I think you might run out of space at some point. I don't know. We'll see. I can always expand. I could just drop some of these walls as well. Like, it's all just the same behind the walls. Just more of the same, as far as you can. But I'm moving everything from this world eventually over into the new server that I'm setting up. So then at that point, probably not going to run out of space. Or I don't know. Maybe I'll keep this world as is for the time being. But let's quickly. Do that. No. You know what? I'm confusing. I'll do this. Okay. That. Don't know why my brain couldn't deal with this right now, but it couldn't compute what I was supposed to do. Okay, at least now we're back on that. Oh wait, that stay there. And we need to fix this thing for a second. Need all of these things again. That, the anvil, and the obsidian. Then we need there, that. There we go. Floating anvil. Sorted. Yeah, I think this looks nice. I will make a tour in my Cyberpunk city in my YouTube channel. Okay, you do that. You can also join my Discord if you want and share your city there. Is that okay now? Are we good now? I think we're okay. I think that foot's gonna work. The video's a bit... I mean, you just need to see it. You don't need to understand. For a tour video, you don't really need to talk necessarily. But if you do it on YouTube, it'll do auto captions, and there's auto translators for that stuff as well. I know there's at least some people that watch my videos with like Spanish captions, Portuguese captions, and Russian captions. And I don't upload those, so. The main thing is probably the city, so yeah, you don't need to talk. There.
No.
There. Too bad there's no Finnish caption. Really, there isn't? What do you mean there's no Finnish caption? That's nonsense. Okay. Go. Copy. Rotate 90. Oops. Air. Rotate. Okay, now at least it looks like they'll have some space to fold up. Right? These are big feet. Honestly, it kind of looks like it could form most of the base of this thing, which I'm all for. Cool. I think that's gonna cover that. So let's quickly do the handles for these ones. Yeah, as I was saying, I was planning on doing a video to show you guys this because in the lights video, I referenced Minecraft Black Magic that was keeping the fan blades up, right? And I said that you could use the buttons if you wanted to, but it's kind of bulky for like a ceiling fan. The string I hate, always looks terrible. So Black Magic. That was what I was referencing, and I wanted to show you guys, but trying to figure out exactly who to credit for figuring out this trick. And I know how the community can be sometimes. You don't credit the person properly, you get lynched. So I was like, nah, I'm just not gonna do it. I mean, this could even be... could even try and use a lever to do that. But anyway, let's do some of these. How do you do the button trick? Okay, I'll show you in a second. Enigma has a video on it actually, but seeing as I have you here, I might as well. Yeah. This is all vanilla. Nothing I build in here is ever debug stick or any nonsense like that. Here, grass, carpet, and butt. Okay. You could do this with many other things. It's one of the ways that I do the do that. Okay. So you need grass. You put carpet. Carpet does, but like against this block. If you do that, then the grass disappears. So against that block, and then you can come under here and do that. Yeah, debug stick is technically vanilla, but it's not survival friendly, right? That's vanilla survival friendly, full term to how I build and what I want. I want everyone to be able to do the stuff, right? So if you're playing on an SMP, I don't want you to go to your admin and be like, this server sucks because I can't use debug stick. Other servers have like the monkey wrench thing that lets you do debug stuff. Like, I don't want to put that on server owners and admins either. So everything I do, I try and do as vanilla survival friendly as possible. But yeah, that's pretty much how you do that. It's the same as the one that that Duelan was showed in one of his videos. If you take like concrete powder, let's take this one for a second, and you take string, because that's insta break in vanilla, right? And then, yeah, I guess we could take a button, right? So you would have the string there, you'd put that on there, and then in survival, right, you should be able to come in here, take this and do the left and right mouse button thing and be able to do that. See, that was in survival. And then you can do this with the lanterns and stuff and make like floating lanterns and things. So yeah, there's that as well. All these little tricks that people need to know more of. I don't consider mods and plugins vanilla. That's because they're not. No matter how you look at it. Data packs are vanilla. Resource packs are vanilla. Anything that uses the base code of Minecraft is vanilla. Mods and plugins do not use the base code of vanilla Minecraft and therefore are not vanilla, right? Everything that's programmed into Minecraft by Mojang themselves is vanilla, right? But that doesn't necessarily mean that it's survival friendly, which is what I also try and do. It's not just the vanilla part, right? Yeah, exactly. That's fine. Fine. Okay. So now we have the base of this thing more or less done. Now comes a poopy part. Let's see here. We're gonna need these again. So now what I'm going to need to do is figure out how I'm gonna do these thrusters. Do them 3 wide. I think that should work. I mean, debug sticks are possible to use if your survival has cheats on. You see where you're going with this, right? You see where you're going with this. I'm talking about servers. Have you ever played on an SMP before? Cheats are not on. A lot of people play on servers, and you don't want to exclude them from how things are played. They can't do the thing on the server because their admin doesn't want to turn on cheats, because that's normal. You shouldn't want to have to do that, right? That's why they're called cheats. Like that. Do that. Do that. Then what we can do is we can connect these up with walls. Right, so if we do that. Oh yes, we're getting somewhere. Getting somewhere today. Finally. I will leave the stream. I have low battery. Okay, bye bye. We're gonna put some thrusters into there. Right, let's have a look at the picture again for a second. So those thrusters go up pretty high. Come out pretty straight as well. Okay. See, we'll see. I'm gonna get the general shape of these things. I think that's good. We bring that out like that. Show. Okay. So we can do the 4 thrusters like this. Okay. We can have it where maybe we do. Ah, get out of. Don't know why it keeps doing that. Deep slate. Yeah, 'cause this whole thing is going to end up being deep. Those ones like that. Ooh, actually, yeah, do. We do that one. That. Oh, Oh, thank you. Maybe? I mean, it doesn't have to be exactly the same way the picture is, right? It would be kind of nice to be able to filter out which cheats are available. For example, you could be able to give debug stick, but maybe not stuff like clone, fill, or change game modes. You can do all of those things in a normal. Most SMPs run off of like paper or something, and if they're doing that, they're using luck perms, which means that almost every command in the game can be individually permed. So you would be able to do that, and in a lot of cases, like the debug stick is if you go onto vanilla tweaks and you look at like the rotation wrench for terracotta, that's literally just a debug stick reskinned to look like a wrench that they've disabled everything except for terracotta rotation. On Random Craft Season 1, we had a wrench that was just a debug stick. We could do everything debug stick with it. And it just comes down to putting in a data pack. All of that stuff is done with data packs. So, could also make this a little bit more chunky. Or you know what? We can rather do it with a bit too chunky, I think. Rather do it with the iron bars. Iron. Give it a little bit more. Something else. I don't know, my words are escaping me right now. Let's change this all over to replay cyan with deep slate. Oh, no, sorry, polished deep slate. Okay, not quite there yet. We're getting there. We are getting there. So one of the things that I think I want to do also is get some mechanizations in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. A little bit of this action. I guess we could do that. Regular approvals. That. Okay. Let's have another little looky here at the reference picture. Okay, so we can definitely do with maybe some calcite. Just make some stripes. Be nice. Contrast everything a little bit. Maybe we do some beads. Here. Something like that. I'm starting to think I don't want this to do that. Do that. Just some stripes. Stripes are good. What else can we do with it? Okay, so it still kind of needs more stuff down here. Yeah, probably do that. And we're gonna need to go with that boy. And go this way around. Yeah. And then we're gonna do, let's see. Paints to red paint to orange glass to shroom light. Okay, so we do that. And that kind of looks good for a thruster. And then off the back side of this, probably just do some glass, black, gray. And can we actually make it so that it's a gap in it? A bit more foggy. Yeah. Do that. Then we'll do some more bars, I guess. Trust. What kind of like that? Oh, this one needs to be add higher then. Oh, that's what it is. There we go. Okay. Starting to look like we got some thrust going. What would you think the width of a Minecraft Cyberpunk skyscraper should be? Everyone's different. Same with normal skyscrapers in real life. Every single one is different. And it also depends on what scale it is you're working towards, right? Some skyscrapers end up being 5-10 times bigger than the one next to it. Some of them are pencil thin. So there's no way of me saying that. It comes down to what's the build that you're trying to make, what's the area you're working with, what's the purpose of the build, what's the exact style that you want to go with that. Like, is it like postmodern? Is it brutalist? Is it metabolist? Is it high-tech, neo-futuristic? Like, what build, what type of architecture are you going for, right? Because each one of those will give you a different answer. Each function to the build will give you a different answer. Yeah, like, there is no one answer to any of that. Starting to look half decent as well. One thing that I think may maybe there is a little bit of iron barrage in here. Do a little bit of that. So do that. Yeah, maybe. Probably tweak this a lot more. Need to get some second opinions on this as well over time. Need to get some other people involved in stuff as well. This is a project that doesn't necessarily need to be just built by me. Definitely not a thing. Not a thing that needs to happen. I always need to go down like that there. I did. Does look a little bit more fat boy. Be able to put kind of like shape. That's something to consider as well. For example, a 300 block tall but 9 by 9 blocks wide, good in your opinion? It would be like the center point of your city and be really dark with a lot of lights. You think it should be wider? I mean, 9 by 9 is very small. 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Really? No. No. Okay, if that's what you're talking about, if you're like... No, I don't think anything short of like a 20 by 20 at least. Look at buildings in real life. Remember that one Minecraft block? At the very smallest, you can't go smaller on scale, is a meter. That's 1 meter, right? That is the smallest that you can go to scale on Minecraft. If you go any smaller than that, you're going into those micro builds that are just... No. The smallest you can go for city builds is that block being a meter by a meter by a meter. Now go and look at a build. Most of them are going to be like even the thinnest buildings are going to be 50 meters by 50 meters. Right? Go look up some building plans and look at the sizes of those things. Your smallest buildings probably... Okay, you know what? Let me show you something. Hi, plots. If you go to... it's a good example of a Minecraft city in here somewhere. Linefield, this one. I sometimes come around here to look at some details and stuff. Right? If you look at like, let's go find a real pencil-y looking building, right? Already in spectate. Let's see here. Pencil building. Something really pencil-y. This is a pencil-y building, right? Let's see. Nothing else. This here already is a pencil-y building, right? This is... Let's count it. Right? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 20, 21, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. That's a 42 by 42. And that's a thin building. That is a thin building, right? If you do 9 by 9, you're not going to be able to do any decent signage on the sides of the thing. You're not going to be able to get any kind of detail on the build itself. A 9 by 9 should never be a building. Look at the size of some of these. Like, okay, compare this one, right? That is a what, 34 by 34 or 40 by 40 or something. I can't remember what we just said. Now compare that to pretty much every other building here. You're looking at 50 by 50 most of the time. Like maybe up at the top here, it's not, right? This is about 5 to 15. I mean, this is almost 30 already, right? So yeah, you'll no, 9 by 9 is definitely not gonna cut it, right? I like to build my skyscrapers really thin so that they look taller. Yeah, but going that thin, you're just completely off scale with your entire hypixelate, with your like everything, right? Look here, this is the apartment blocks from Cyberpunk 2077, right? Look at the massiveness of how fat these things are, right? But like even these ones, you're looking at 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 30 without even counting the balconies, right? And that's a thin building. And it makes it look a lot taller. I'm not talking about the whole thing. And 50 by 50 might be a bit too large for a 300 by 150 large city, and having a lot of skyscrapers makes the city look larger. What is the reason for the restriction on the size of the city? What exactly is the reason for that? IOG. I haven't not looked through this whole city. It's a very, very cool city. You guys should go check it out. Linefield on Planet Minecraft. There's some really good inspiration in here. Yeah, lots of cool stuff. Lots of things at the lower levels and lower scale of this thing. Like, for example, these roads. I would... no. Like, just no. Right? The lampposts and things could be more detailed and stuff like that. But also, the person that built this absolutely minimalized the lag. So, kudos to them for building such a behemoth and it being so smooth. Could there be more detail? Definitely. Would that cause a hell of a lot of lag again? Probably. But anyway. What is the reason for the size restriction on the city? Is it like a plot world? Are you only allowed to have that much of a city when you're on your server? There's technically no restriction, it's just that finding good terrain for city building is hard in large quantities. I mean, that is true to a degree. That's true to a degree. If you want to try and build, like, Linefield is completely flat, right? Which is one of the reasons why I want to get started on my city building series, because that island is organic. There's mountains, there's hills, there's water in between, there's all kinds of stuff like that. It is pretty flat for the most part. And it does simulate like finding a really nice big desert in Minecraft, right? You can find those. But there will be enough opportunities for me in that city to build around terrain to show you guys that no city is flat. There's a couple of examples of flat cities in the world, like Manhattan is flat, right? I think for the most part, Tokyo is flat. I'm not sure. Most cities, look at like San Francisco. Okay, LA is flat. San Francisco's not flat. Most of the bigger cities are not flat, right? That big of a flat terrain doesn't necessarily exist everywhere. London's flat, but then again, the entire UK is, right? And destroying a lot of terrain makes my overly empathetic self feel bad at overly pixelate. Oh, you subscribed. Thanks. You've been here a few times. I didn't realize you hadn't subscribed yet. All right, cool. Overly empathetic self feel bad at times. It's a freaking block game, bro. do your terraforming. Don't feel empathy for the terrain. You're not actually destroying nature. And you're building Cyberpunk. It's kind of thematic that you should. Right? Alright, now I'm gonna try and paste these onto all 4 sides. But yeah, you should definitely take on the challenge of then just building with the terrain, right? That it genuinely makes a big difference, because a lot of the times you're struggling to find interest points in like trying to build a flat city in Minecraft. You want to add more interest points, and you're trying to make the city look more organic, more real, more believable. And sometimes terrain is a very easy way of doing that. When roads aren't all flat, all of a sudden the city starts like just feeling a little bit more real, right? That's not necessarily true for real life, because we all know there are some flat cities out there, but definitely for Minecraft, where it's hard to get that level of realism, something like that where the city isn't fully flat definitely actually helps. I'm gonna say that. Okay. But I mean, having 100 block tall steep mountains in your city could be difficult to deal with. Yeah, okay, so the terrain that you have now isn't necessarily what I'm talking about, right? I'm saying there are spots in most Minecraft worlds where it would be possible, right? Maybe the one that you have now you picked because you were thinking, I'll be making 9x9 skyscrapers, so this area is big enough. You could have probably found a bigger spot, right? But you weren't thinking about that then, because you were like, yeah, 9x9 skyscrapers. I'm saying for the future, at least, think about making your buildings a little bit bigger than just 9x9s. Even now, I would at least go for 15x15. There needs to be space for like that. None of those sorts of things are going to fit on a 9x9, right? You're going to cover up the whole thing. One option would, of course, be to build your city on top of water. Yeah, and then eventually terraform just down. That could work, right? But the thing is, okay, so here's the thing. Most of you, right? Most of you don't want to build in savannas. You don't want to build in deserts. You don't want to build in badlands. Badlands, not necessarily flat, but it's workable terrain. You don't want to build in swamps. Swamps are very shallow water, but a lot of the time they're just super flat, right? Not the mangrove ones. Those ones are a pain to clear out, but regular swamps, right? You guys don't want to build in those biomes because what? The grass color? The grass color is dead. The world that I'm going to be building the Cyberpunk city in is a combination of desert and mangrove swamp for the water, right? Because I want those like toxic dead grass fields in most places, right? It's because people want to build in plains and things like this, and meadows are nice and flat, but they're too high. Okay, I get that, right? But you need to open yourself up to the idea of just building the city in the desert. In fact, the desert's probably one of the best places to build a cyberpunk city, especially considering how easy it is to clear out. You don't even need beacons a lot of the time to just flatten the terrain. More people need to learn this. Okay, but what is this one? My bad. You do. Good. I'm glad to hear it. But what is this one? Sorry, I'm not meaning to shout or anything like that. I'm passionately discussing something that is very near and dear to me. Very important. right? It's not aggression, just passion. Okay, that works. Gonna have the thrusty boys. But you know I'm right though, right? Like, most people tend to avoid those biomes like the plague. So, oh, savannah is so ugly, the grass is ugly, the trees are ugly. It's like, okay, get rid of it. Build your city. By the way, not to surprise anyone here, but one of my cities is approximately 50. What is that? What is a 50 by 50 city? That's a skyscraper. That's one skyscraper. Is it like one of those archaeology type cities where the whole city is just inside one skyscraper? Like something out of a Judge Dredd movie? Is that what it is? Oh, sorry. The passion has scratched my voice. The only problem with Savannah and Desert are that it doesn't rain there. What? Why do you need it to rain? Like, seriously, why do you need it to rain? I'm sorry. On Random Craft, we spend so much time complaining about the rain that I'm very curious to know, why is that a problem for you? I have considered packing up my base and just moving to the desert because I'm tired of the rain. Why? That caught me off guard. Oh, wow. I don't even know what to say to that. How is that a problem? What? I'm confused. I am the big confused right now. What is going on? Let's see. What else can we do with this build? I've now completely lost track of what I was doing. I mean, I still need to put like a butt ton of detail on this, but I think the rain adds some aesthetic to Cyberpunk, for example, and okay, I get it, right? So you want to make the cinematics, you want to make it look rainy and wet and all of that. That's fine. Yeah, okay. I can understand that. Actually makes me want to rethink the whole desert thing for my city. Because, yeah, rainy screenshots and stuff like that with shaders on is actually quite nice, yeah. All the reflections and stuff. I get that. That makes sense. What biome would I be able to use then to get... No, it doesn't need to rain. That's not necessarily a thing that needs to happen. Okay, one thing that I want to try and do here real quick is what are we gonna make the main thing? What are we gonna replace all of this lime with? That's something that I need to try and figure out now. Also, to think about. I mean, most skyscrapers, there are 9x9 or 7x7 in that 50x50 city. Most short buildings are like 4x3 in there. How? How do you do a building like this? I don't understand. You're gonna need to show me pictures, man. Like, seriously, I need to see pictures. I'm not trying to be mean or anything. I genuinely am not computing it. I need to see this. I need to see this. Okay, we want this to... Okay. Then we're gonna do that. It adds compactness and it looks cyberpunky. I can contact you on Discord or send pics. You could. Are you in my Discord server? You could just chuck it into Showcase, right? Chuck it into Showcase. I'm curious to see this. I mean, if it looks good, it looks good. Like I said, I'm not trying to be rude or anything. I genuinely just want to understand this. This is boggling my mind a little. Like that scale. I don't know. It reminds me of when I first downloaded the, like, what was it, the season 7 Hermitcraft world to go look at 3 Foxhole of vintage beef, and realized how horribly tiny scaled that thing is. Like, some of the builds are really nice, the details and stuff that he uses are really nice. Oh, I still have this thing up on the screen, I'm sorry. But it just, yeah, it's just way too small. It weird. I don't want to make it look like that's gonna actually, like, there's a recess in here for this to fold in, right? So that's gonna work. Then that's closed up. Oh, but be that. Well, no, it doesn't have to be. That could be the door could open there. Means we can do what can we do for the floor? Probably just go for something like this. Floor. Oh, but I do kind of want the floor to be like. Okay, I sent one photo in there. Let me have a look. Showcase. Sending Derpol pics on how to build a 50x50 Cyberpunk in Minecraft. I mean, that's hard to see the scale from this distance. Are we talking about the same size buildings? Because none of those look like 9x9s. They look bigger than that. Like, I would definitely need to... Yeah, no. Most of these are not 9x9. They're bigger. How are you counting the blocks? This one building is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22... Yeah, these buildings are big. These buildings are big. They're proper big. Alright. Let me get back to this for now. Wait, what? Oh, I was gonna move this down. Move this down. how I'm gonna do seating. Have a slight raise. Yeah. Steps underneath, and maybe have some kind of full console here. We'll have seating. So 5 seats, 5 seats, and 5 seats. The control consoles and stuff on the middle here. Something like that. Or we can have seat, and maybe seat there, seat there, there, seat. So you got like essentially 6 people piloting the thing, and like another 9 being passengers only. Port staff. That's a option as well. Okay. But, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm going to call this one here. I really need to figure out what it is I actually want out of this build. But we've made some good progress. It's been a bit of a slow stream. I know I kind of messed up a lot of it. Send me some more pictures, Tez. I want to have a look at those and see what's going on. And it's also, I want to check something else before we leave real quick. One of the things that I want to try and do more is actually remember to raid people, but no one has their things turned on YouTube to raid them, so it's pointless. Anyway, I think that's gonna do it for today. I had a good conversation, but yeah, I think this stream has run its course. I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to give it a like if you actually enjoyed. It was a weird stream. Sorry about that. Anyway, bye. See you next time.